As baby boomers retire and the next generation is more college educated, the American workforce is growing stronger. However, that also means that jobs are getting more competitive. There's a conference being held right here on the Suncoast with hundreds of our students talking about the state of jobs and what it means for their future. Chris Laney from the Career Source Suncoast and Braden River High student Haley Knight are here to discuss this with us. And we want to ask you guys, first of all, now, what grade are you in, Haley?
I'm in 11th.
You're in the 11th grade.
Yes.
Why is it important to start in middle school and in high school to talk about jobs?
We actually, for high school, this conference is focused on high school, but we find more and more the students want to learn more in middle school because a lot of the decisions that they're making in high school is related to the careers that they're going to pick after high school, whether it's college prep or after their career.
So young middle schoolers should start thinking about this.
That's correct, yes.
What's the difference, I'll ask you this first, between a student's perception of what the job market's going to be like and reality?
I think students, they don't really think about the jobs they're going to get after college. They're thinking about what they want to do. And so what we try to do is we try to show them the high demand careers that are available, the ones that we know we're going to be hiring for in the next 5, 6, 7 years, so they can start thinking, well, maybe I would be interested in something like that.
Well, what do you want to do, Haley? What's your dream?
I would really like to be a foreign intel analyst for Central Intelligence.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Where do you find that?
Now, she's not going to start in that position, is she?
No, probably not. So it's an important point. We have to figure out the pathways for these students to be able to figure out how we can get to the end goal. You know, all of us, unfortunately, what we found over the last 5, 10 years is we had a generation that said, okay, it's my first day of working, and so how do I become CEO today?
Yes.
And so you have to work from the bottom up, and so we need to show those pathways for these students.
Yeah, I worked with somebody once who walked in straight from college, and pretty soon, in a week or two, threw the papers into the air and said, I did not graduate from college to stack papers. I don't know when she got another job. But sometimes we're so excited about getting started that we do, but we do need to have future plans, don't we?
We do, yes.
So you know what direction you're going in. Well, it helps, I'm sure, to get businesses like Marcia's. Marcia's got a business that hires people. I'm sure it's important to get them involved, too, in this.
Yeah, I think that what we found, especially here in this region, is it's everyone's responsibility. It's not just the school district, it's not just the businesses or the community organizations. If we all come together and we work on what we call the talent pipeline and preparing a next generation workforce, then we have a better chance of succeeding. And so it's important for all of us to be involved. And so for this particular conference, we have 30, 40 businesses and community organizations that are there, that are not, their ROI is, they're not talking about, hey, you know, come buy our product.
Yes.
This is a great industry to work for, and this is what I want to share with you, and that's across the board.
I have a question for Haley, because I have teenagers at home, and I know as a parent I was so surprised when in middle school we were talking about careers and college paths. Do you like that, or does it kind of stress you out and make you feel pressure to grow up fast?
I mean, I can see it like both ways. I mean, in middle school with me, like I definitely was thinking about college at the time, especially around 8th grade, right before I went into high school.
But did you find some of your other friends were like, oh, I have all the time in the world, I don't have to worry
Yeah, I mean,
about this?
I still have friends who were seniors who are like, I don't need to worry about this right now.
Right. No, I mean, it's definitely coming up with a balance.
And you know, what do you say to those kids that are seniors and haven't come up with that pathway or any direction?
We work with those students, and we try to develop some sort of interest, and then we can put them into some sort of program, whether it's an apprenticeship, an on-job training program, or we can, I mean, it's not too late. We can still select colleges, whether it's locally or around the state. And so we try to work with those students and try to find out what their interests are. And that's not always easy. And so we have a variety of assessments that we do. One, in fact, is called Future Plans, to try to figure out what their interests are based on their skills and their personality and those types of things.
Now, this conference is coming next week.
That's correct, yes.
What will it be like?
So what we try to do is we want to provide students with a very unique experience, not any different than an adult going to a conference. So they come in and they have keynote speakers throughout the day. They've pre-selected industries that they're interested in. So if you're interested in healthcare, you're going to have a variety of speakers just in healthcare. We also focus on leadership because we think the soft skills component is important, and then also college prep and career readiness.
That's really great.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does
good.
sound
That's
terrific.
wonderful.
You
Well, we
guys
wish
are
you the
so
best,
lucky.
Haley. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, and the 2017 State of Jobs Conference is October 10th, and you can go to their website for more information. And next, we're going to talk about beer, bands, and barbecue.